Hello and welcome. Right, we're right down to 14,000, which actually is almost like it was at the beginning of the session. But in the middle of the session, because this is the month we sold our sugar, we actually were right up to 140,000. So you can see, if you look on the little mini-map, that we actually bought field 8. And we have a worker busy ploughing that right now. So yeah, we need the wheat because we've put down this is my favourite of the mods that I've actually made. It's called self-sufficient, well, self-sufficiency, but it says self-sufficient on the actual production because it's sort of like a farmer's Swiss army knife, you could say. It does everything to make you self-sufficient, I would say, as a farmer. And it's got one of the recipes missing because I made a mistake. You can make everything from biodiesel, from oil-based things, digestate from slurry, manure from slurry. There is slurry from manure as well, but that's the one that's missing. You can do TMR, straw silage, silage and digestate, which we need quite a lot of digestate for some of these recipes. Silage additive, mineral feeds, seeds, 3 different recipes, and liquid fertilizer, lime, herbicide. So you've got everything that a farmer really needs. 2 recipes for fertilizer and normal grass silage and hay silage, as well as the thing to make TMR. So it is exactly as it says on the tin. It's self-sufficient. It is for a farm, basically. So yeah, that we've placed that. So that was another 30 odd, 27,777 pounds. We did that. Yeah, we did the slurry. We slurried that. I'm trying to use what we've got. So yeah, we slurried that. This is obviously already done. There's a bit of a trouble with the TPS, but I think it's on low things like this. This and the telehandler were both struggling. I think the little wheel was hitting. We came through with a little tractor and we kept hitting something here. It didn't look like there was a collision, but I think the wheel at the bottom of the TPS is actually, with low vehicles, actually hitting the ground. Now this tractor and the other tractor, they get away with it, but you can see, if you look closely, that the wheel, I don't think this had collisions on. I'm almost sure. Actually, no, it did rest on it though. But I think when it was moving, I'm sure Sariga didn't ever hit anything. I can't recall ever hitting anything. It's almost like when you pick it up, Sariga told it like not to have collisions, but the second you drop it down like that, but you can see it's still not doing properly. It's almost like it's something not quite right with the wheel. It's like seems to be colliding when it shouldn't be and not colliding when it should be. So yeah, it'll get fixed. Sariga's a cracking modder. So oh yeah, let's put those back. Fantastic. Oh, they're a bit faster. They were quite slow in. Oh no, I think that's the bit where they were slow. Yeah, it's amazing. I do love the fact that Sariga's done that. Really amazing. This is one of, in my personal opinion, an absolutely amazing bit. It has got its foibles. It definitely has. It's a little bit unstable because of the shape of the end and that it leads to like a triangle. You've got a really, it's a bit awkward because I'm going to design something similar, but I'm going to put the wheels at the front and the back. That way I'm going to do away with the ricketiness of that front, because if you put a bale on the front or the back, it will tip. Yeah, you've got to really, truthfully, either have a tractor on the front, which you can't always do, or stick your bales in the middle, which is one of the worst things that you can ever do. But that's what I'm saying. It's got foibles, but it's still an absolutely amazing, super duper trailer. It really is. Really do love it. It's one of my mainstays that you'll see me have an awful lot. Right, so then, yeah, what else did we do? That's about it, really. We did we put the grass into self-sufficient. We put some water in, but I don't think I've actually switched it on. So we'll do that now. I was so busy, like, showing everybody what it did. So we want silage and digestate. We want to activate that, and we want to store. So it's literally, its recipe is 1,000 grass for, oh, it's equal. So actually, I do need a bit more water. Yeah, I need to equal the same amount, and it produces half in digestate of that. You lose 500 water to produce the digestate. So, but we still need to put a bit of water in. I do. I was thought it was half water, but no, it's actually quite a bit more. So let's just do that. A couple of these, and I think we should be okay. Maybe 3. It's a very fast unload, to be honest. Let's have a look. We need the same amount of water as we do. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Fantastic. Right, I'll leave that. That's really good. So that's on and ready. It's going to produce digestate. And then obviously what we're trying to do is the ones that I'm really interested in is this one, but we need to grow some wheat. The herbicide. We could do that one, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, we could. I will allow the roadside. Now, this is one thing that Cavalier Roy, and I think, if I remember right, I looked at this, I think he's including. This is one of my favourite, and I've got to be honest, I owe some of my, not the recipes, but the ideas of some of Cavalier Roy's things. I'm sure I'm right in saying he's got his. I might be imagining it there. Oh, no, I think you buy it. Oh, no, it is there. Oh, only it's gone up in price quite considerable. Wow, Cavalier Roy, wow. Yeah, so yeah, it was an awful lot cheaper on FS. Now I'm sure there is one on the map because I spied this when I first came on. Sure, I'm right in saying that, but it will be. That's the back. Now that's quite reasonable. Yeah, it's like nowhere near what it should be. So I'm sure it is. I'm sure I've seen it. I'm sure I have. What is that? Just says farmland 71. Great processing. This has got a lot of factories. Dairy. I'm sure I've seen it. Cement. Grain mill. Apologies for this. I thought I'd seen it on the map. I must have just seen it actually. No, that's us. No. No, obviously I didn't. I'm imagining it. Totally imagining it. Yeah. Unless it is that one that we can't see what it is. Nope. It is a mining company thing. Cement factory, then I would say. Oh, it's a sugar mill, which we've got our own. But yeah. So no, it's not. But you can put it down for 150,000. That looks very much like it. No, it is the grain mill. Yeah, so 150,000 will get you, and I suppose in harmony with a lot of FS25 things, that actually it's probably not too expensive, as in like the way that things are in this. I mean, they are really expensive, to be honest. So really, Cavalier Roy's is quite good. But yeah, I owe some of the ideas, original ideas, they're not exactly the same, I might add. I'm not like trying to. What I'm saying is, he did some really canny sort of things, and I thought there's some really good recipes there, but I haven't copied any of them, not in the slightest. But he did give me ideas for thinking, oh, you don't necessarily need to stick to exactly that Giants have done. You can be quite original. So I've done some of my own original, but not based upon his things. But he did make me think originally in FS22 outside the box. So I owe him that, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, this is a very much cheaper version, 5 times. But of course, all of our silos is all reclaimed material. So obviously it does reduce the costs quite enormous. Oh, you can actually see. Oh, I think it's a reflection from something. Yeah. So yeah, that is where we're going to leave it. I think that's everything. Yeah, we did sell that. Yeah, so we'll get our pig food's going back up, but it will only be small at the minute. Yeah, 84 litres. Sugar's going up again. Obviously, I've got 42 tons of sugar beets. So really, I should think we'll last till we actually get this, and then obviously with it. So I was right with the amounts, really. 110, 120 tons. We'll keep the sugar mill going with our little sugar mill in comparison to the big ones that can probably do far more. But nevertheless, it's not a bad little business. It won't make you rich, but it will give you cash, definitely. But yeah, that's all that really happened. Did we do some ducking and diving at the beginning? Yeah, we did. We had an awful lot of really just before the grass cut. We had a really good month. It was actually the end month. We did see at the end of last session that there were some really expensive bits of kit. So our money was 15,000. By the time we'd sold everything, it was up to 82,000, and we paid the loan off that we borrowed to actually do it. So yeah, really, we've done very well. We've tidied the shop up, just going through the interesting things. Well, I think it's interesting because most people hate the fact that I am so messy, and I can completely concur. So I've been tidying this little lot up. Everything's out of the way apart from this one thing. So I'm very pleased with how we are. I've never ever in all my years of FS seemed to have got such a good range of equipment so quickly. The drops have been amazing, even to the point we've got mowers, windrowers, balers, everything we needed to do the job that we've got done, we've got. And that is a really amazing thing. I've never ever had quite such good luck. So we've prepared our third field. This is going to be the wheat for later on. Yeah, like literally, like this is going to be the wheat field. So yeah, I've never ever had such a good thing from the sales as we've had on this particular Let's Play. It's like everything's fallen into place. And as I said, I really do mean it. I've never ever had that happen in all my years of FS where you've got such a... I have had some... It's weird. I've said this a while back. Some of the mini runs that I do, it's ever so weird. You know you're only going to do like 7 or 8 sessions. And those ones, you seem to almost always get a fairly good amount of drops. The Let's Plays that you want to be long term, you seem to be waiting interminably. Riverbend Springs, we were waiting for a mower forever, and I kept spending the money on things that were more important. Then in the very last year, we basically got a really nice mower. It was crazy, but it is what it is. So yeah. Right, anyway, yes, all that remains to be said is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Don't mind having the damage switched on, but this field is ridiculous. It's got so much damage to it. It's got a patch there, a patch that we've just gone over, a patch there. It's hard to see in the grass, but there's about 5 patches on one little field. It seems a little bit like victimization. Some of them are fairly hefty, like that one as well. I mean, I do sort of think it's like good in a way, but in another way, it really is a little bit... yeah, a little bit. I'm well chuffed we've got this. Oh, I should have done. I meant to do the course before I brought you in, but I thought if I didn't sort of bring you in now, that it wouldn't. Oh yeah, you wouldn't see all of the. Right, so we need to create a course. Apologies for this. Yeah. Oh, it's not actually got it. Field 9, generate. Oh, I've not switched anything on, have I? 40. Oh my life, that's brilliant. I think we'll only get away with 3, I would say. We don't want any rounds. And let's try that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, that's predictable. So 9, save course, 14 meters. We don't want to go in yet anyway. Right. Let's jump into that. Oh! It's figured it out. Oh, fantastic! This has got to be using the have I got that actually running on the... Yeah, I have. It is running on Courseplay. I can say, I swear it says now plugging into the actual AI system, because it's all unblocking. If sometimes they have got the wit to actually like pull back. Oh my life. Yeah, and actually avoid things like that. I have been busy. I have, I think I've adjusted this. Let me just check a little tiny bit. I did say I was going to do it just a touch. I don't want to be going silly. Yeah, 6 for 5. That stayed the same. 3, yeah, 3 instead of 2. And yeah, again, 3. So I've tweaked it, and I mean really slightly by 1 number. But I think we're close. I just want to get it right so it's not silly, but that it is good. Right, so all we've got to do is the grass. I think we're going to go into a time lapse. I think I'm going to... Yeah, mind you, yeah, it's not a very big field, really. So we want to grab... Actually, yeah, the little one has got the baler. I think it can cope with that. Yeah, it's got the horsepower. Ooh, ooh. Can we get across the top of the field? Yeah, I'm quite pleased. I did a bit of modelling first. And the modelling's the thing that I'm not big, because I've done the least of it. Obviously, placeables, I've done a lot. Oh, wow, look at the damage on this one as well. I've done an awful lot of placeables. So you sort of, it's like anything, you get experience and like in doing them. So I've done lots and lots. So triggers and all the rest. I don't mean I'm an expert. I still have to refer to things and all the rest, but I'm definitely more of an expert than I am with... Oh, come on. Give a man a break. Oh, and that, yeah. Gordon Bennett. Oh, I suppose it is technically. But really, it's no different to the other ones. It's figured out. So I do prefer the orange to the green. Definitely think it was a very wise choice to go for the orange over the natural green that you do get. Right, so if we go... Yeah, look at that damage. I would say we could grab the Valmet now and we'll do it. I'm going to go into a time lapse though, because it is... Oh, wrong one. I said the Valmet and jumped into the fence. It's true. Right, so I'm going to get stuck in... no, I need him to do another one yet. But I'm still going to go into a time lapse. I think I've done everything. Oh, wasn't that... Oh, didn't we have stuff to do? I think we had the sales and all sorts of stuff, didn't we, going on? Yeah, that's right. So we're going to go for loaning 268 first. We're going to go down the shop. And then by the time we've done that, I think we'll be... I've had a bit of a tidy up down the shop as well. As in, like, literally moved things out because it was looking a bit messy. I've just got that one thing out now. Everything else is tucked in out the way. So let's loan a bit of cash, 268. And we will... Yeah, this is going to net us quite a bit of cash, really. And again, no, the game lets you, I think it's 500 grand, or maybe more. I'm not even sure. Ooh, getting a bit carried away now. Yeah, it's a shame it's not further on in the Let's Play, because I've got to be honest, I quite like the Quattro. Having leased it on Riverview Forest a couple of times, it is a real... It's better on flat fields. It's not got terribly good brakes, but apart from that, it really didn't want to stop. Riverview Forest is such a hilly map. It really was absolutely fantastic. And we may as well, yeah, while we've got that cash, may as well just buy everything. Yeah. It's a shame. Obviously, some of this, we've really got very little cash, even though it looks like we've got a lot. So at the minute, we're just whatever we can do, whatever businesses we can. Wow, it's not a very nice steerer. Wow. Really? Well, it's got a good reversing speed. Yeah, a lot of them have got terrible reversing speeds. Fantastic. And it's a shame, isn't it, really, that? 49. Yep. Oh, it's a bit of a... Well, I've got the baler, otherwise I might actually have I do like the Rapide. It's a bit... In fact, I think this was... It's rather strange, we had this one on Cavalier Roy's map. This was one of the first loading wagons I actually got on his map. I remember it well. Because it's not massive, it's mediocre. Oh, it says as he takes out the porch. Oh, we have a blocked by an object. Let's just check to see if it will fix or not. Yeah, we've sort of got two means of... We've got that belt system, and we've also got the baler too. So I think... We still got the blocked. Yeah, we have. At least Causeway actually keeps the blocked thing on. With the workers... Seriously? Yeah, with the normal, we're going to have to shift that out of the way. Again, this is what I keep saying. It's really is really bad at the minute. Let's just make sure that that's the right place. Right, we still need him to do a little bit more before we actually. Right, so then, yeah, and such a shame, but we've already got one. You would, wouldn't you? And this exact one. Right, I think this exact one. Is it? Is it the exact? I'm sure it is. I mean, it's a JC. I know it's a JCB, but I thought ours was a little slower. Nope, it's exactly the same one. It is. Apart from ours is, of course, blue. I thought it was quite a nice change. A beautiful modelling on this. There's an awful lot of mods dropped, and one of my favourite European maps. I've thought about this. My first instinct is Pelenier, which is really one of my absolute favourite European maps that we've got. But obviously, I've sort of committed to JM Gaming that I would like carry on, and I don't like. I usually. Oh no, not borrow, repay. Yeah, I usually jump in and like grab another map that I like, but yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more sensible this time. It is what it is, so let's just leave it. Oh, not bad. Not for saying what we got. That is amazing. We had 16,000. So if that doesn't sort of prove how good that is, then nothing will. We do need a TPS if we're going to like... That's Bale. Yeah, it's where it always has been. Bale Transport. And... Can we do any... Oh, we can. Oh, no metallic. It's got no metallic. I've got to be honest, this is a bit of a... Although it sort of says metallic, it's not really terrible. I like that. So let's go for red metallic. It doesn't seem to be terribly metallic to me, really. Let's go metallic again. Yeah, I'm very happy to pay 50 for that. Fantastic. Let's send somebody down to come and grab that, which will be the little one, I think, at the minute. I think it's about time we set the... the only thing that is a bit... I do love... there are very few fence that I'm not very keen on. I've got to be honest. I only had this on one map, one of the German maps, one of... names are... Oh, is that harvested or growing, or I'm not sure. No, the sugar is the other thing we need to do, I think, if I remember. Let's just set this going. We'll sneak through the little hole. Remember, it's left hand side, Mr. Smith. Please don't keep doing what you did yesterday. Yeah, we've got the sugar to do. Oh yeah, he seems to want to go this way for some reason. We'll have a go. All right, so we want to grab you. No, we don't. We want to grab you. And we want to set you going on first. Go, and we don't want to see anything. There's bound to be a bit of clashing going on, definitely. But where are we going? I think yeah, let's do it ourselves. It may well do. Yeah, I will continue on what I was saying, because I'm a terror for that. I find this one of the most unstable. It's a little bit too thin. Now there is the Landini, the Rex. I really like that, but that's got much. It really is much better than this. I've never tipped it over. I did have it on one of Callie's maps. That's it. That's the name I was looking for. Yeah, on Callie's map. I never tipped it over, but it does wobble a bit more than the Rex ever did. So I mean, it just seems to be so thin and a little bit unstable because of it. But as I say, it's nice and fast, fairly powerful. Well, it's exactly the same as the Rex, really. They're two different things, apart from obviously the shape. I do prefer the Rex. I think it's more stable than this, but it's still we are going to use it, and it is a nice... I mean, the one thing I'm going to say, though, it's tiny little indicators. Come on, that's just too much. too tiny. Little tiny, like little tiny pinpricks. They're really, yeah. I know a lot of people. I am messy naturally. I always say that I am. I think I'm going to go across the bridge, and then we will take over. I still wanted to go on the right hand side of the road. Yes, I'm trying to be a bit more sensible. It is normally I would just jump straight on it. We've got Riverview Forest. We've got 2 English maps at the minute, Calmsden and this one. I was going to do another Calmsden start from scratch, but I thought, no, I like Riverview. I've never given Riverview a proper chance. I only did a very small a small run. I've done a lot of Cavalier Roy's maps, but this one I thought, let's do this one properly this time. Let's have a proper let's play on this. You were going to do a start from scratch. I did a couple of episodes on the Calmsden one, but I thought you've already got the Calmsden, so just, yeah, I knew we'd get a bit of that. Right, indicate, even though you can hardly see it, and it switched off straight away. Yeah, we are. Right, let's just set this going now. I think we're sure that's going to be okay. I would say it should now not change its mind and go the other way. I hope. Oh, it looks. Oh no, he's blocked. Not by. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's try that again, and let's do it just to the outside. In fact, there perhaps. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, really? Well, I can see why. I mean, yeah, it is a bit. Oh. Has it? It didn't even start. Oh, it did a little. Yeah, no, it did. It did that one row. Let's just make sure it's not going to arrive. That is nearly finished. I think it's on its last row. No. No, nearly. All right, let's do this last little bit. Yeah, I do like the damage, the idea of the damage, but it is really, I just think it's sometimes a little bit too much. Oh, no, rain. When is the rain coming? Right, let's stick this down. No, yeah, you got to drop it down in this state, haven't you? So let's leave it like that. And we've got the sugar to do. Just want to set the baler going. Yeah, and I do apologise for. Yeah, it is true though what I said. I really was looking forward to having the shed, but when I sort of looked at it, I thought it's not. You've got no room for your productions, and you need your businesses before. You can't earn money to buy the farmyard unless you actually, like put businesses down. So, no, I keep forgetting you can't get to it that way. So we want 40-meter clear load. Keep wanting to press activate because we always had to press activate on FS22. It's just weird what you get used to. Right. No, that's still going nicely. Right, let's go grab the little fence. I think it is stuck. No. Yeah, it looks at H2 Studios. Oh, what are we stuck on? Oh. Seemed a little bit of a strange one. What are we stuck on? I cannot for the life of me see what we're stuck on. Can't see that we're dragging anything on the TPS. That's a little bit weird. Or maybe we are. Maybe because of how low we're dragging that wheel in. We need to go. We need to go. Oh, defeated by the size of the. You just wouldn't believe it, would you? Right, let's go grab the fence and let's get cracking. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we'd already set the baler size to max, so that should be good. We have. Oh, that's a point. Yeah, we've not bought. No, we've got the telehandler. Yeah, we don't need to use that, even though we've got the WIFO anyway. Right. Yeah, let's go into a time max because we have really got a lot to do. So, what was I going to do with this? I had an idea. Oh, that's what we're going to rescue the TPS, aren't we? Because we need to load onto that. Right. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, that that was I was certainly right about the instability. You could see that nearly a couple of times. It was literally ready, and it's I've got to be honest, that's quite a low center of gravity. If anything, that should assist it, not like make it go bad. So we've completely done that. We don't need any lime. We did the other liming, as we can see. We've done all the rolling, all of everything. So we were spot on. Our thing is going to sell in about 4 minutes. And I could see the rain coming. I thought, I'm not going to speed it up. So we should get a bit of a bang at 9. Yep, that's our main sugar. Oh, we weren't going to do that, you plonker. Oh, no, we weren't. Oh, my life, it's true. No, I was supposed to be not, wasn't I? Ah. Lost a lot of cash through doing that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's, yeah, we would have made about another 15,000. That's a lot of cash to someone like us. That's a very expensive mistake. It is. Luckily, we earned a fortune from the. I'm quite pleased though. This is obviously hard economy. That is a goodly amount. So we've sold the pig food. It looks like it's a TPS. It looks like it's got a hidden collision because I came through the trail. I thought it was Cavalier Roy's map because it's new, but then so's the TPS, and I pulled that trailer through with no banging into anything or anything. So it looks like it's a TPS, although I've not had it doing anything else. So it's a bit of a weird one, but there could be a very slight, because it's bumpy, there could be a very slight collision with on the wheel, and obviously that's a little lower than the actual wheel is. That is a plausible explanation. So that's now storing. We've still got 43 tons of sugar beet. So yeah, that's going to do well. Right. So then apart from that silly mistake, we should have, yeah, everything's good. It's going to rain in a little while. We've sold our sugar, so we're up to 140,515. What are we going we were going to do, yeah, we were going to do wheat for the self-sufficiency. Now we can afford to place it now. So let's put that down. It says as he walks across the sugar. I do love the way that sugar beet is so uniform. It's such a, always admired that about it. It's one of the most pretty crops in its beautiful, very, very gorgeous lines. Right, let's just move this out of the way a little. We're going to stick now. No, because I was going to move where I was going to stick it because I thought, oh, if we've got like problems with the map, but I don't think it is. I think it really is the TPS. There's either a little bit of a bump on that. Again, we can see that there is, but I don't know that we can actually do anything about it. No, it doesn't. It's literally like a solid lump. The only way you can actually do that is if you like bought the ground around it. But no, it's coming up. It's just not doing anything. Yeah, it's not. The lump is the lump. So it's like a rock in the ground, isn't it? And it will not go down. So yeah, so we're stuck with that, whatever it is. We're going to start on this side. We could also buy another field. I mean, fields of power. The more we do, but we do need to put this down anyway, no matter what we actually do. So this has got to be done. So self-sufficiency. I've got some more pictures that I did earlier as well. Yeah, rope factory we'd like to do, but we can't do that yet. Obviously, we can do that from wool. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how profitable that is. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I made that myself. Yeah, I've been trying to use the AI to actually create the new Gemini AI to create the pictures. Bionic cannery self-sufficiency. This is the one. Yeah, that's true. Actually, it probably is better down this end. Oh, okay. Ah, hang on a minute. Land is not owned by us. We had a massive shed on this. Okay. So it looks very much like we've got very little. Oh, no, that we don't care about. Yeah, we can actually. I suppose if that is the case, we really need to do what we did earlier, which is to sort of go as close to the edge of this as possible. Make sure we've not got any trees actually coming through. Yeah, because we can sort of avoid that. Yeah, like that, and do that. But I need the chevrons inside. I should say that's about right. Right, let's have a look at what we're going to need to do. It's, yeah, I was going to say that's actually not terrible, and it is just within, and we can still just about use the. We did place that though this month. Oh, we didn't. No, we didn't actually. I think we can get away with it if I'm honest. I do. Let's just have a quick look how close it is to get to the tools to actually repair, which is this bit over here. Ah, here we go. Yeah, oh, so perfect. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's the, yeah, I normally know that. I don't know why I sort of forgot. It didn't look right. Yeah, so we've got self-sufficiency. I think I've added something. I need to alter my BI picture. Yeah, it's a little bit, I don't like it on that thing. I've moved most of them, but the odd one I've left alone. I've also been looking around the picture so that they're as good as they can get. Yeah, obviously, it is a round, square on a round thing, so I can alter it a little. I think, again, this is another one. Most of the others I've adjusted now, bit by bit, model by model. Ooh, sorry, I've just clocked the microphone. So let's have a look at self-sufficiency. There's all manner of things we can do. Obviously, from the canola and that type of stuff, I've done these to what I think is a realistic. Yeah, it's quite big, so there's a lot going on in here, really. Yeah, so the biodiesel is, you can do the canola one. It needs digestate, but this is capable of making digestate, which is, of course, the very thing we really wanted the grass for. So, sunflowers or canola can make the diesel. I've tried to make this as realistically as possible because it is biodiesel, even though it's diesel in the game. What I mean is it's made biologically. But yeah, we can make literally water down. This is the newest one I've done. Water down the digestate. Obviously, there's chemicals to assist in this. It's not all just like, but I think nearly everything in the game is a bit like that. I've altered the storage capacity on this so that it's more reasonable, but not silly. Although it is, well, it's not as silly as some. Should we just put it like that? Fertilizer we can do again. It is as it says on the tin. It's designed to give farmers everything they need for the farm to be self-sufficient, whether that's fuel for the tank or solid fertilizer from digestate manure or solid fertilizer from manure and slurry. This is not, obviously other people will probably use it as a means of making money. We're just trying to make our own fertilizer and that type of stuff. Grass silage. Obviously, we haven't got any animals at the minute, so it's not much use to us personally. This one we can do. What I am trying to do, I think have I done it already? No, I've done straw silage. I'd like to do straw to manure. I haven't done that yet. That's I don't think. No, we've done the manure from slurry and the slurry from manure. I've gone and done the same thing as I did before. Yeah, I've named one the same name, which would be this one here, digestate from slurry. So I need to yeah, what I've done is I did the same with another one earlier. I've got the inputs and the outputs within one production. So I've removed, basically it just does the top one. So there's one missing that I've done because I've done it wrongly. I'll fix that after this. So there is also the opposite of the manure from slurry. There's the slurry from manure. I thought that was lower down, but yeah, I'll fix it later. It's got grass silage, herbicide from salts and digestate water herbicide, and yeah, hay silage. That's the cheapest because it really is a natural process. Lime from stone, not natural but not terribly expensive. Loses a little bit, but it's more of a catalyst than anything, and obviously the chemicals to do it. Liquid fertilizer, it requires a bit of solid fertilizer. It is part of that, but there's a bit of loss of water to actually produce the liquid fertilizer. Manure from slurry and mineral feed. This is the ones I'm interested in doing because it requires wheat. Is there another one? No, that really is. It's that one I was looking at. Yeah, wheat. And there's the silage digestate. That's it. Silage additive. So that one needs straw, which we haven't got yet. We've not got a crop that'll do that. But if we're doing wheat, then we're going to produce straw too. Silage additive needs mineral feed. So the mineral feed feeds silage additive, but obviously it's not the biggest component, so you can sort of make your mineral feeds. And have I done that? Oh no, I was going to say, yeah, we lose the stones. It's sort of like, yeah, where you lose 100 of something basically to make the 2000 mineral feed. There's a bit of loss, but not terribly. So these ones obviously we know are worth quite a lot of cash. That were the two that I was sort of doing for myself as a business. And then there's obviously seeds, which I've frequently done as a business, where you've got wheat, corn, wheat, and barley as an option. And then obviously silage and digestate, which is the one we need to produce the digestate from grass. So grass water produces digestate and silage. So we should be able to produce quite a lot of silage ready for our cows, and we can also make our own TMR as well. So it is a one-stop shop really. And there's one of the recipes missing, and there's a couple more I'd like to do. Although I'm not sure to do the straw to manure one as a separate thing. I don't know. Again, I wish this to be self-sufficient. It's like it says on the tin. It's a one single thing. But I don't know whether I'm making it too powerful, whether I want to have two that do part of this. I mean, it's really convenient, but I don't know whether giants will allow all of that kind of power in one vessel, you could say, is the way that I'm trying to think about it. But yeah, so 112,689. It is true. We could still... Yeah, so there's the biodiesel. We would need oil-based crops. And there is the one that I'm really interested in doing is the mineral feed, which does require wheat. So yeah, and we also require digestate. So we need the digestate, the grass to be put in here. We also need a tap, although that is close enough. We can obviously use our slurry tank for water, because this is a mucky process. It's not like water, like drinking water or anything needs it to be clean. It's just water, liquid, to actually do that. So we have got the recorder. It does mean we've got to waste a bit of slurry on the fields to empty. That's any trouble with that kind of thing. But yeah, it is what it is. It's 2 and a bit. It goes against the grain, but we've got really no option. Let's get that grass in here. 75 tons. Now, yeah, there is one thing I'm going to say. They've really totally nerfed. Everything's struggling already. They've nerfed the pulling of... this has easily managed this, unless it is something's dragging on the TPS, but I don't think it is. Or it could be, I suppose. The telehandler really struggled. And I get whether that wheel's like dragging, because telehandlers are low. So it is possible that there was a similar one to what we had with the very low tractor, the small tractor. It could be that little wheel, which had no trouble. I think that had no collisions on FS22. I'm sure. I can't recall ever dragging that wheel into the ground, ever. And I've had the TPS a lot. I think the TPS has been shrunk slightly. I thought it was bigger, but I think it's a little bit smaller. Now that I can't remember whether I think the grey is still the bale storage, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. They're going from the front, so fantastic. Yeah, on some of them now, the production type ones, this is where you grab your stuff if you make the loading station and the unloading station, whereas this has still got bale storage, hence the fact that this grate really is a grate. Whereas obviously the others, most of them don't have grates anymore because they're just productions. So yeah, but this one... Again, I want things to be able to be drawn out and drawn in. So we need to stick some water. Let's do that now before we end the literally right. So we need to unfortunately waste this, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, there's certain little tiny pop marks, I'm going to call them. You can see on the screen. It's not my laptop either. It happened like last week when they did one of the updates, and I first of all thought it was my laptop overheating, but it's absolutely nothing to do with that at all. It's just, yeah, there's worse graphics. Whatever they did to try to fix it hasn't fixed it. It's actually made things, I won't say worse, different. There's different problems, which is very FS22, where giants tried to fix one thing, didn't fix it, and broke something else. we had an awful lot of that on FS22 now. I think, yeah. So similar to what I said on one of the other Let's Plays, sometimes you really need to just put something right near to where you're going to go. It's worth the 500 for the tools to actually do this quickly. I do love, that's one thing I really do like, the fact that I've got zone markers off, but you can see where that is. Now that is a really good feature. Very, very good. Weird thing is about it, I've said this in FS22, that the tap isn't facing where the I mean, it's got a really good thing anyway, so now, yeah, this has got a really quick fill rate, actually. Yeah, now on mine, it's got that really good ability to like dump water super fast, but it sort of battles with the water for ages, so you can leave it for 10 minutes before it will lose the battle, and it will have literally filled this entire thing up in that time. So let's just make sure that we've got the water. How much water have we got in? Quite a bit already. Sorry, the message is wrong. Obviously you're really filling and then dumping. Yeah, so you've got to know your buttons, or else it's not going to work. But yeah, we'll feel. Yeah, we don't need to go too mad. Yeah, I think we've got 75 tons, so we need about what we've got now. Fantastic. We'll leave it there. Right, so up to 112,000. We have got our self-sufficiency, which is a lot of businesses in this. I will fix this on the way out, just so as I've got my... oh, it's a bit... The tap's floating. For some reason. What that's about. That'll do. It's a bit messy, that is. Come on, we can do better than that, I'm sure. We've got to be careful, because this will... Just on the ground. Yeah, that's not too terrible. Right, okay, so yeah, next session we'll think that's got it. Yeah, no, it has, I think, yeah. So next session we will go through the months a little bit. We're not going to go too far, though. We want to grab this later on, but... Oh, that's the point, yeah, we need another field if we're going to do that. Is that actually growing, or... No, it's been harvested. But yeah, but we just need a field. That will do nicely. Yeah, we will. But I know it's going to skint us a bit. But we need to plant the wheat later on, so... Spinach harvested, yeah. Oh, it's spinach. Oh, no. Oh, my life. Yeah, it's going to grow again. Not if we plough it, it's not. Not if we plough it. It's a shame. I didn't realise it was a bit... Well, I've got to be honest, it's not the most profitable. I did try spinach on New Frontier. We were allowed the use of a spinach harvester for free. Yeah, it was just obviously a plot line, because there's no way we could have justified affording the leasing of the spinach harvester, which is quite expensive. There's no way you could make that work unless you had lots and lots of spinach fields, because you'd have to like lease it each time. If you were leasing, it's just not viable. So let's set this going. We'll do this with a normal worker, and then I'm going to sling my hook. So we're skint again, but we bought 3. I didn't expect us to be grabbing another field this early on. I mean, we would have done a bit better if someone hadn't have like stuffed up with the selling of the sugar directly when we really wanted to sell it through the yeah. It's typical of me. It is. Always wanting to be not rushing exactly, but sort of rushing, want to try to keep it flowing nicer. But then you make silly mistakes, really silly mistakes. Right, I'm going to say my goodbyes, and then I'm going to explain what we've done. So, yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.